Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, we are live. Oh my god, lordy lordy. Just doing a couple of social medias. Yes, indeed. Shouldn't take but a moment. I started a bit early. I was just twiddling my thumbs waiting to start the stream and just thought, well, there's nothing interesting happening. I'm going to start the stream. You know, as you do. Right, okie doke. Probably surprise people by starting a bit early. I am a bad person. Right, let's go to the live screen. Oh, a bit dark there, aren't we? Yeah. Let me just fix that. Ah, there we go. Easily done. There we go. Looked a bit monochrome. Not that you can see it on the YouTube, which we are also streaming on. There we are. Right, let's get some dailies. Oh no, I didn't turn in my alien daily last time. I am a doofus. Not sure why. I think we got sidetracked with weapon upgrades, but that's okay. Beer o'clock, everyone. Yes, Monday is my Sunday. Monday is my fun day. My working week starts on a Tuesday, unless there's overtime. Downside, I also work Saturday. But there you go. Right, okay, agency, I'm applying for a job. Straightforward, please. Let's see what we got. Ooh, extraction. That's a long-ass flight across Andromeda, but we'll get on with it. Right, senior agency handler. Where can you offer me? We'll go Mantis and probably log the crap for a bit of crowd control. It looks like I fluffed up and I now need to hand in Saturday's mission. Don't know how I forgot that, but there you go. My bad. Right, okay. Ooh, is the freelancers up? Let's have a quick look. That should be interesting. The Arbiter's Herald is there, so I'm guessing, yeah, let's go get that if we can. Trouble is, the Elite Daily won't trigger because it's broken. It doesn't trigger until you do the Mantis mission with, Ravengers or something. And it works. Doesn't work for Temple, doesn't work for Subway, doesn't work for Biomare, doesn't work for Mantis Diggers, doesn't work for any of the staged elite dailies until you get to the Den Mantis Ravengers. Kind of annoying. But we'll get it anyway. Right, well, as we're here, let's go for extraction, which is in Andromeda. Upload to map, there we go, and we just fly a very long way out west. How's everybody's weekend? How was it? Was it any good? Here's hoping it probably was. And if it wasn't, don't worry about it. Can't win them all. I've had some crap weekends in my time. There's always another one. Well, maybe not, but, you know, it's probably the best way to think about it. Ladies Sky Cannon, good evening, Carl. My weekend was okay. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, no, we didn't do anything exciting. Had some nice food. Rediscovered the local butchers. My God, the meat's so much better than supermarkets. And it shouldn't be. They're the same bloody animals, isn't it? You know, but how long it's held for, I don't know. But the cuts of meat are better. And given Mrs. Carlos, too, is a fully qualified butcher, she won't have any shenanigans from a butcher when she's buying meat. She knows exactly what she's looking at. So, yeah, it's quite helpful. I was that bored, I have made a Trox Crap Master Race. That's what I say. Because why not? Now then. Fly into the... Now, quite often you get a lot of XP for this mission. Per mob kill. It's quite high XP for each one. No, he can see me. I was going for a sneak attack. Which makes me wonder, should we blow a ton into concealment? I don't know. I'm thinking the next set of symbionts might be the better route to take, possibly. They're all maxed, that's good. We're not going to be hot swapping this weapon, so that's maxed. I've got nothing in range to knit at the moment, but we do have a crit scope, so there is that. See how we do with this weapon. It was definitely better than the other bow, and I think it will do till we get the special edition bow. Even though we won't have aim shot anymore, I think PVM, it'll be okay. Is this the one where we collect anything? No, this is the one where you don't actually collect anything, isn't it? You work your way through the maze of mission. Here's level 50. With, wait for it, 115 droid. Nice. Yeah, I think this is another one of those missions that respawns, you know. You can keep coming back in and killing mobs if you want. And the crits are nice. Join Warside. Clan buff bots are located at Coast of Tranquility Grid. Paid buffs included. Interested in legit PvP and no PvP boxes. Warside PvP group is recruiting. Tell Nuclear Decky for more information. That's D-E-C-E-Y. Nuclear. I love the way Americans say nuclear. It's just like we're boring in Britain with nuclear. In the States, it's like nuclear. I can't even do it, but it sounds better. That's where we came in, so we're now... want to go back over here, then this way. I can't... Is there there's a dot. Yeah, 50 with a 115 pet. Nuclear decay. Oh, is that it? Yeah, it's... Well, it says... It's well, it's... The decay is spelled Delta Echo Charlie Echo Yankee. So I don't 100% know if... But it's meant to be decay, is it? Some bugger's got that name and isn't using it. I'll bet you. Is... Oh my god. Is... Nuclear... Is anyone with it spelled that way? A 220, yeah, okay. Oh no, well, yeah, alright, 220 AI30. Okay, maybe someone is using that. I think this way might be to the NPC we're looking for. We don't want to go to him yet, no, we want the XP for the mobs. Or not. Who's in here? No, OT bodyguard, you can go to the reclaim in the sky. That's the exit where the NPC runs to. Nope, bodyguard again. Something I haven't checked is how much fling shot do you need to cap the OFAB weapon? Oh my god. 1900 fling. That's not terrible. Need a hell of a lot of it in it though. 1900 fling shot. Yeah, on a high level character, that's doable. We'll go this way first. I'm on the way to getting a level 200 pet at level 100. I think, yeah, definitely. I can't remember what I had on Fatty Boars. But I reckon, yeah. I think maybe they did, or whatever the level lock is, or something like that. Make sure and get the Shadowlands first calm, because on Rubicon it's amazing. For some reason the Shadowlands one, even on Rubicon mobs, is better than the RK calm that's quite a lot higher on its resist. So it's a lot more effective, certainly. I do remember that. Can't remember the name of the nano, but it's like in Elysium Garden or something. 1900 fling shot. Yeah, on a high level character, that's doable. 1900 fling shot. Yeah, on a high level character, that's doable. 1900 fling shot. Yeah, that's not terrible. 1900 fling shot. Not entirely sure. Let's have a quick look at a bookmark. Shopping by profession. And VE agent. Bureaucrat. Yeah, empowered distracted gaze, I think it is. Or something. No, maybe we want the other list. No, I can't remember. Maybe what we want is AO item replacer. Bureaucrat. Right, calms. Single target calm. Not charm. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, there's this one, Disrupted Psyche, which is an area mez. That's awesome. Once you can cast that. Okay, yeah, Shadowlands, even the very first, Empowered Distracted Gaze, Elysium Garden. Really easy to cast, but super duper powerful on Rubicon. It calms everything. Ooh, don't need that anymore. Was there anything in this room? I still haven't found the dude we're looking for. Killed you, just do that to fill out the map. There's the dude we want. Okay. No one in here, but there is someone in here. Yeah, it's very, very good. I've got to be honest. Right, I just need to speak to Mrs. Carlos 2 for a minute. I'm logging big girl to go and get it on. Yeah, why not? Absolutely. Where was our dude? He's in here, wasn't he? Abdul Gnomes. Or Gomez? No, Abdul Gomez. Have the doohickey. Right, let's go. So we now follow him. And add spawn, which is why you should always kill. Oh, yeah, but he's got the Marauder class Slayer droid at level 100. I think not. So even though we killed them all, suddenly there's more of them. So if you sort of blitzed all the way to him, you'd be dealing with a lot more mobs to fight on the way out. But you don't get the XP for the ones he kills. Quite a few have spawned, actually. Maybe because he's spawning pets. I think that's why. Do you remember when they brought that in? If you were in a team, like his pets are shit. They're stuck in the corridor. They're not fighting anything. So he's trying to do it on his own. There's his pet bumbling around at the door. He's got full lag. A bit quicker. Oh, we did a research. Cogniscience 2. Oh, 3. Meditation 3. Time space. Let's do empathy next then. Always charged off, but we've got one left to deal with here. Alright, so we do another quick conversation. We're safe for now. Ding. Wow, we got a lot of XP there. Alright, we'll go back to Middle Agra. And then run out the door. And fly away back to ICC. Yeah, so I think this will do a lot better, if I'm going to be honest. I think it'll do better because we eventually got that. Well, we got that on and it was just so slow. Whereas this is quite a bit quicker because it's type 6, because it's heavily modded. This is a 125 weapon with more requirements than the 151 special edition, which is kind of nuts, really. There you are, that's how it is. I am getting another beer, because reasons. I drank that one really quickly, I shouldn't have done. Oh, I thought I'd left myself on auto run. Apparently I didn't. Okay. Never mind. We'll manage. We'll manage. It's interesting what pops into view with the, even with the view distance complete and utterly maxed. You cannot push it any further. Like, it's still, it feels very low for the modern era. But of course, it's not a game of the modern era, it's a game of the ancient era as far as games are concerned. Chuck D, Skoll, School, Skull, Yachida, you're very good health, etc. Right. Okie doke. Mantis diggers. Okay. I think we'll log in the crap. Depending. I suspect it's going to be hectic in there, so let's go see. We'll have a look how it is inside. I think the AoE in here is going to be the thing. So we're not dealing with 5 gazillion mobs. Foragers. Kill 3 den diggers. Kill drones. Yeah, so we've got to do drones before we do. Well, foragers don't come up until what? Like 5th one down or something? One more digger. Let's go. Oh, a drone. Oh, I don't want a drone. I want a digger. Oh, there's a digger. Okay. My favourite crap fatty. Ha ha ha. Depends how quiet it is in here. What are we on? GS. Oh my god, we're in GS3? It is busy in this dungeon then. We're getting number 3. That's kind of crazy. Drones! I'm such a massive XP gain at the minute. Let's have a look. With all the gear and buffs, let's have a look. XP bonus 237%. Oh my god. Hacks. Except they're not hacks. He hasn't made an appearance in the longest time. I logged him in on Saturday. What are you on about? I came in here with him to do the carnage in here. It looks like someone else is already doing. That was an AoE calm they just did, I know that much. Oh, were you not on Saturday? Yeah. We were in here and it was busy, and it's nobody's fault. I mean, that's the way the dungeon is, you know. I mean, the mobs just swarm and run around in random directions. And it is a mess, but, you know, kind of by design, I think. You're in a hive, you know, with the hive mind. It's, you know... So it does kind of work, thematically, I suppose. But on the downside, it's a pain in the ass. Because you're killing one thing, and then 50 mobs swarm into the room, and you're like, what the f... You know. So yeah, I brought my Krat in, because, of course, they've got AoE calm. So you just run in, calm the whole room, and then you just pick off everything you want to kill. Nice and neatly. Were you not on Saturday? I thought, yeah, I'm sure I saw you on Saturday's stream. And another drone. We're still not doing big damage, are we? We're really not, even with this. I mean, it's much better than it was, but still a little slow-ish. We're nowhere near 1-1, though. What were the inits? If they're still on screen... Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. So, the inits... No, that's not it. Wait. Yeah, so... You gotta be 210 to be full... At full ag. We got 247, so virtually full ag to keep this 1-1. So, like, there, basically. There we go. Mantis Ranas. Capping research on these as well at the low level research we're doing, which is kind of nice, Ace with the bow. Which makes sense, because it is a bow MA. Yeah, so you do, I mean, 1830 in it to be full def with it, you need a lot of in it. Especially if you're using scopes and stuff. No, we can't cheat an aim shot out of it. We do not have the concealment, and it's not like we've got concealment buffs on an MA. Yeah, our new mattress arrived today. I've already had a couple of hours kip on it. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah. Burrowers. Random runner. They're respawning on me. And another rando runner. Oh, there's an alarm going off on my phone. I will be back. It's the alarm to start the stream. Oh, I'm actually taking damage. No! That's the thing when you've got bunches of mobs on you. Let's go acrobat. Do they use grid? Yeah, through, yeah. Paid, no. They use spin nanoweb, which is actually slightly better and can be worn with conventional armor. It's like basically becomes back armor. Okay, I need another burrower. But what I think I need more is a bit of crowd control. Yes, I do. Because it's not like you can get rid of these mobs easily, because you really can't. So we're going to get fatty balls. My crat. If I can get him in here. GS3, okay. Let's go full death while we're getting there. Here he is, the hero of the day, Fatty Balls. Let's see what GS we got. Oh, we got the same one straight away. Awesome. Right. So that's all they're doing. Crowd control for us. Right. Okay, what have we got next? We're still on burrowers, so... Going there. And these things, they're aggressive no matter what level you are. They do not run. What comes after burrowers? Scouts! Oh yeah. Show me how to crack. Well, on lowby mobs, you use the AoE because you're calming all the mobs at once. With single, yeah, you've got to be a bit more precise and have a bit of a plan, you know. Oh yeah, I'm still on full def. Oh, okay, we go back over here. There we are. Right, scouts. We could run through. Go this way. The one I'm using there, though, is the high one, Disrupted Psyche. Even calms round corners. So it sort of bounces off one mob to the next, which is why it's quite so good as it is. It always sounds like it's firing twice, this weapon. Ba-boom. I mean, there's other tricks you can do as well with the crap. So, you know, like this. Can recruit, and yeah, you're gonna block XP if you do. I'm gonna say yes temporarily, but then you go like so, and then you leave team, and then the other character, I can't remember if this still works. Oh, maybe it doesn't still work, or maybe I didn't have enough NCU. But yeah, you used to get the aura. I don't think I got it, because they've got it. Commanding presence. Yeah, we didn't get it. That's okay. I'm slightly curious why. Was it NCU? So commanding presence. No nano cost. Okay, why didn't we get it? Unsure. Unknown at this time. Okay, and another scout. Yeah, paid fixers will use what's called spin nanoweb, and there's like 10 variations of it, or 11 or something. It gives you like 1600 evade adult death or something crazy. Kent 1 2 3 4 5 6. Evening man, how's the Boeing coming along? Well, we're kind of managing. We're kind of managing. We do have now, and we built it on Saturday, is this, an OFAB Tiger Mark 6. I thought this would do a 125 until such time we can get the special edition bow. Ding-a-ling. Okay, what's next? Foragers. Which I could run down here to get, instead of going through portals, which I kind of like the thought of. But obviously, here we come. Doesn't always hit all of them, but it's fairly effective. Unless that one's actually stuck. I can't. Oh, there you go. I couldn't even tab that one. These are scouts I normally do. You down there. I mean, I could be really funny and shackle mobs. because they have to stand there for half an hour not being able to move. It's like the most evil snare of all. Right, foragers. So let's put a little more into the bow skill because we can. We're going to do base abilities again because I'm thinking of other symbionts I have. Combat and healing because we will need the high treatment. Body and defense, well, they're all green. Hell. Would you like Lady Sky Cannon was gifted a tier 1 sub by a Lord Haster TV. I've gifted 576 gift subs to the channel. Incredible generosity. Thank you so much. Have I got any perk attacks I've missed? Not sure. Oh, that's a thought. I probably don't need this anymore. Let's remove that. Which gives me a perk. Can't spend it in acrobat. Careful in battle. Can't spend it there. Ranger I can't spend till 195. What else can I spend it in? Disharmony? Eh. Training seminar? No, that's locked to 150. MCU extensions, don't really need it there either. Nah, it's kind of annoying. Brawler would be nice, but we're not hot swapping yet because the plus damage from it's pretty sweet. I probably haven't got enough vehicle air now. Oh yeah, I do. That's from trickle down in symbionts. Pretty sure that's what that is. Because I don't think I've got any real IP in it. Cal, spoiled myself today. Oh, in Asda. Okay. Asda online fools shopping bought 2 cases of soda for 24 quid. Well, why not? You know, if you're going to spoil anyone, why not spoil yourself now and again? Right, we got Earth Melders next, but the easiest way to them is a different route. Okay, so all these dudes are calmed. Scouts, burrows, ravages. We go through this one. Come out here, Earth Melders. I think we go through here for them. So I'm going to go full def for the ads and then do the same little run back with this dude. Right, we're going to go sort this mess of a room out. Yeah, that should do. Now we only got to fight them one at a time. Yeah, you've got to win. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with spoiling yourself now and again. I mean, if it's the only thing you ever do, then bit of an ambiguous question over it, but, you know, now and again, you know, give yourself a pat on the back for whatever. Excuse me. Not my fault. I only drank the beer. I was not the person who carbonated it. Still feels kind of low damage though, with bow. I know the exact moment I last spoiled myself. I bought a 4080. Whenever, last year or something. I'm already thinking about the new 50 series cards. Oh my god. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and just see if the usual, oh, it can do everything kind of hype is, you know, hype or, you know, tripe. How much of it is bigged up? Because everyone said, oh, frame gen's just fake frames. It's like, all frames are fake, you crank. None of it's real. You mean brute forced frames? Okay. Who cares? You know, I mean, if it looks good and gives you a better experience, what are you bothered about? I mean, seriously, come on. Are you cheerleading for one corporation over another? I'm not. I'm both two greedy corporations out to make money. I mean, you know, I look at it as, hey, what's best for me? Because these guys don't give a crap about me. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting another bit. These are going down too fast. I'm back. I wasn't gone that long, was I? Right, who's this? Konica Atu. Evening, Kalos. Good evening. How the devil are you? Right, we're on to workers next. Right, okay. So let's move crowd control Fatty through the door. And immediately get a mob you don't need. A couple of mobs you do need. Another worker. And then these guys the AoE stops working on. It's kind of annoying. But then again, it's not like we haven't got way higher carbs. Keep him here for some init debuffs because some of them actually hit quite hard. Right. Free Pass City. First Mantis worker. There we go. Tax return day. Oh, yeah, mine are coming up as well. It's end of February for us guys, but yeah. I only have to do it for like online stuff. In the UK, it's all sorted, pay as you earn. Yeah, so the company you work for do it, and then send you the thing they've done. It's just every country's got its own taxation system. We used to have the EU agreement with the US. We used to be part of that, so I didn't have to do anything. Just went EU citizen, and now I have to fill out like a 50-page bloody form. Thanks, Brexit. So, yeah, is what it is. Yeah, because Google is registered in the States, you have to fill out their tax forms. Same for Twitch as well. Because Twitch is Amazon, Amazon is registered in the US, so because we don't have a tax treaty with the US for some bizarre reason since we left the EU. So, what's the weapon route for leveling? Well, right now we're using OFAB Tigers Mark 6. And then we're going to be going for, I think, special edition up to 200. Then after that, I'm not too sure. But with the, I think once we get to the special edition, it opens it up because we can multi-wield. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some bow and some hot swapping for aim shot and hot swapping to just use regular MA stuff as well. That's the kind of broad strokes plan, but I'm not entirely sure. It is going to depend a little, yeah. That's the sort of broad stroke plan. This is going to do till we get, well, 30 odd more levels. Then we're going to farm the special edition bow, which only has fling shots, there's no aim shot. But by which point we should have enough to switch to the superior sophistic bow, as in like sapphire, and then maybe use that for hot swapping for an aim shot opener, something like that. Because the equip time on it is, what is it, 0.1 of a second, which actually is really fast. I mean, the equip time on the OFAB is, forget it, it's like 6 seconds. So, you know, you spent all that time just stood there getting slapped in the face. You know what I mean? I need to upgrade some heals as well. Man, this thing's hitting me like a train. Can't be having that. Right, Bantling. Have some debuffs. That's better. Yeah, we've still got one of the basic heals. Yeah, like one. Yeah, it's nothing. I need to do the spec books tonight, and then get some better heals as well. That's the plan. I mean, spec one's easy. You just do the mission. Spec 2 will require some farmage. Hey Carl, got your message, thank you, and I apologise for being AFK when I won. It's not your fault, mate. Don't apologise for that. Congratulations anyway, you got a grace code, so you can redeem it on GMI and turn it into a grace for you can sell on GMI, or you can use it for game time. It's entirely up to you. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Pip Heal has reached enlightenment. Okay, that's that daily done. I've apparently drawing Norum from the sand. I thought I did that the other Saturday, didn't I? I killed the damn thing. I thought I'd got... Anyway. Right, let's... GTFO. Need any help? Oh, I'm solid. I've got more than one account, so I'm all the help I need already. Ah, you fudge. Fudged it. That's better. Straight out of here. Oh, I keep forgetting I should check in with the graft guy. Is he even up? Graft guy is not up. He does sell some grafts for Reflex, and they work in Shadowlands. They're quite handy. If he's not been killed by someone for some reason. Right, okay. We'll do the same on Fatty. Oh, actually, I don't need to. With Fatty, I'll just use the beacon. Right, okay. Right, spec 1 and 2. So for MA heals, for the martial artist heals, I'm a bit out of practice on these. Right, martial artist. Dead fighter. Yeah, we've already got. Control, destruction, yeah. Lesser control rage, the amazing crit buffs, which we need to buy. Vulnerability seeker. Is that Rubicon store, really? Should get that. I can't, there's no way I can cast it, but you know. Only needs what? Lots. 418 Psycho Mod. Oh, well, you know, we could... Yeah, I mean... Okay, it's in a Rubicon store, you say? Okay, let's go and get that. We got a high enough store... No, actually, let's just... We'll go back to Old Athens and get that. Yeah, it is. I mean, MAs do have fantastic ones. I'm assuming that's going to be... Quality 90. That might be in an advanced store. Or maybe superior. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and check. Where's MA in here? Oh, there we are. What was it called again? Vulnerability Seeker. Vulnerability Seeker, then we'll get that. And we need a better heal. Healing Aura. Or Healing Touch. Healing Touch. We could cast that. But I think we've already got it. Healing Touch, yeah, we do. What else have you got? Healing. Greater Healing Touch. Heals. Oof, that's a lot of nano skills. 350. That's better. It is better. Okay, let's get both of these. Yeah. Time for the MP buffs. Well, yeah, the higher your crit rating, the more you crit. Essentially, yeah. That's a given, but yeah. So we log off character 1, log in character 57. I don't know. We're going to log in for an MP and give myself that buff. I don't have to go off to a buff bot to get it. Although I think you actually can, but we should get comp infuses at this level. So... yeah, the best messages I ever got were from Alez. We're just so good. Oh, they were so good. I read them out on Saturday and it honestly creased me up. Like, I said, Grants, you won the grace. Oh, really? I'm here. Are you here? I shall place a buy order. I placed a buy order for 4 credits. I've done a buy order at Callus too. I did a buy order. Callus, hello. I just put a buy order. I'm ready for grace. I am ready for grace. Oh, I just love it. I love it. It's like, by this point, it's like, if I'm not broadcasting on Twitch, I have Twitch switched off and I'm watching TV and I have no idea what you're typing. I'm sorry. You know. Oh, it's so good though. And I read those out. They were funny. What's this one? No, we can't have that. We want comp infuses. I think is the highest we can have for now. Right, okay. It was... did anyone clip it from that stream? I hope so, because that's clip worthy. What stream was it in? Let's go and look at me on Twitch. Oh, mute. Have we got past broadcasts anywhere? God knows. I don't know if anybody... I don't think anybody has clipped it, but it should be clipped, because it is just silly. How do I see past streams on here? It's like, it doesn't even tell me how I can do it. Maybe I'll you know what? I'll figure it out. Right. Okay. So I buffed myself. Can I now? Oh, it's not just Psycho Mod. It's time space as well. Okay. Right. Psycho Mod's going to be easy. Time space, a little less so. We should have enough IP. Yep. There we go. VC. And then this one, Biomet 473 cents. Imp 473. Biomet. Have I got the IP? 473. That's 474 cents. Imp. When we close, oops. I mean, it's set above, but yeah. Alright, so I can now greater healing touch, which isn't a massive buff, to be honest. Yeah, I'm surprised no one clipped it. I mean, I wasn't taking the mick out of Zen. It was just the way the message, you know, when you sometimes what you type when it's read out loud is funny. It's just one of those, you know. Right, let's get the first spec book done. I know you can buy them on GMI. I know you can just buy them on GMI, but that's boring. Let's do it. We talk to the guy, says go look for a book. We kill a bunch of sided mobs and it spawns in your inventory, effectively. And then spec 1 is done. Spec 2, bit of farmage in Elysium. And even though I did all the missions in Elysium, I seem to have only got 1 book. But I know where the temple is. It's not like we couldn't farm it, so... Or he does have a mission. A task for me. Actual task. sends me here. Find the mariner's father. Goodbye. I don't have the book, even though it gives me the option. Nero. Yeah, the unread temple, yeah. Delete item. And to Job. Research. Go away, Drake. Oh, did he get me? No, he didn't. Ha ha. Yeah, all the NPCs that used to be inside the what's it are all there now. Right, okay. Old Frontier. Yeah, it does. It puts you in the same spot. Oh, the memories of this place. Please don't kill me with the Seekers. Wants me to go here. Okay. I think I've got one of these spec books, but I can't remember which one. From doing the Elysium quests. One, and basically to do this quest, you just need to kill a bunch of these things. And they also can drop the books themselves. But, yeah, I think you've got to kill 20 something and you get the book anyway. Ludzia, afternoon from across the pond, Carlos and chat. Welcome on in. Good to see you. I like the 20th of Jan. It's Tom Baker's birthday, and he was my favourite Doctor Who when I was a kid. So, yeah. He's like 94 now, I can't believe it. Starry Feathers doesn't count, so we're going to leave him. We'll let him live. Yes, we are. Is it 30? But yeah, it's quite a high number, I remember that. There isn't like 30 here, so you've got to wait for a respawn, which is a bit of a downside, but hey. Not like we're working hard, is it? You know. Now, it doesn't give you an update saying you need to kill X number more. There you go. I think we've killed all the ones in here, have we? Maybe? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there's like a mini Dynaboss guy, but I don't think he counts, but just in case he does. Kill him too. Was there a guy behind him then? I don't think there was. No, we did kill... Yeah, we killed that one. There's you. You don't matter. You're single-handedly keeping this game alive. I don't think so. I think the people playing the game are keeping it alive, not me. It's just because I play it and broadcast it, and you know. If I could be playing and broadcasting it, and if nobody else did play it, then I wouldn't be keeping it alive. And they kept it going just because myself, and I was the only person playing it. And yeah, maybe. I don't think they are. You know, just pretty sure a bunch of other people are playing. So they're as much to blame as I am. I would say, if it is a blame thing, and I don't think it is, if I'm honest. There were 2 other guys streaming Anarchy Online last night. It was awesome. Not last night, Saturday. I don't know about tonight. There's me, Rivercar live feed, which is cool, you know, I mean, it's there. But in terms of a channel with a person on it talking to an audience, it ain't that, you know? Yeah, what does it say? Professor Dreadlock likes to read and collect books. He has asked you to find the other keen book collectors are redeemed, unredeemed. To seek down unredeemed to attain. The Mariner's father was as a climber, you should go to this location. It's one of the many places you can find the unredeemed. Kill the starry feathers, and you should find the pages from the book, which lead you to think you need to loot them all. Which you could do that, and perhaps the books would, you know, spawn as drops, but also they may not, or you may get repeats, or, you know, all the other stuff. So killing 30 of them guarantees a book, and it spawns whole in your inventory. If I could, I'd click my heels. There's no place like home. And go back to the pre-expansion days and just live in that moment of release. Yeah, the release was something else. I'd love to go back to 2001. I think the world was a bit of a better place back then. But hey, that's nostalgia for you. Yeah, I mean, the game at this point in time is on a server that isn't costing the company anything, because it's a server which is shared by another game. So as long as the first game makes money, the other game is supported. And also the IP Anarchy Online, and it being online, is intertwined with the Norwegian government in some kind of way. I'm not entirely sure how it is, but I just know that it is, and because of that, Funcom don't have complete control over it. Some people say, 10 have bought it, that's it, game over. And it's like, 10 didn't buy Anarchy Online, they bought Funcom. And Funcom do not own Anarchy Online, wholly own it. It's partially owned by the Norwegian government. So until the Norwegian government go, yeah, okay, shut it down, they can't shut it down, apparently. Yeah, they got a big ass grant to produce the game or something. I don't know. It was something weird like that where you think, wait, what? When you hear about it. But yeah, apparently it's a thing. Well, if you've already got one game on that server, I imagine the cost of having a second game on that server is nothing, you know. Come on, we must be close to 30. Yeah, we go. See, that was number 30. We got there in the end. Oh. Howl. It's you. I remember you. I remember how many dark times you popped into existence and killed me. Yeah, it ain't using much server time, I don't think. You know, Funcom have always been that sort of company where the latest thing they're working on is the only thing that matters. You know, there's no plan B. It's all about the next game. That's the way they operate. And they have operated that way for a very long time. I mean, the guys playing Conan Exiles and now going, hey, what about us? You know, and us guys in Anarchy Online are going, first time here. You know, you've seen the meme. We're kind of almost laughing at them, going, "We've been here since 2001, mate." You know, where we were forgotten for what was it, Secret World or some shit. Oh, I used the thing and I'm in Sheol, aren't I? Yeah, I saved in Sheol because that's where we'd got to. That's okay. I was there going, where are the garden exits I'm looking for? They're not here. Ah, because you're not in that garden. That would be why. Dumbass. Yes, I was a dumbass. Right. Nathan's garden. There we go. And the ones I'm looking for are all there. Frontier Bridge. Lulzia. It's been a long time since I dropped into stream. I just wanted to say hello. Hope all is well. Hope all has a great 2025. Yeah, me too. I'm kind of optimistic. Who knows? You never know, do you? I mean, 2020 we went, oh, new, not millennium, but like a new, you know, we're in the 2020s now. It's all new and shiny and arbitrary date assigned. And yeah, I mean, why have I come here? So not the right place. And then lockdowns and all this other crap. Yeah, Age of Conan guys were like, wait, what about us? And Secret World guys were wait, what about us? And now the latest Conan game is starting to feel the pinch. They're starting to feel the Funcom effect. Because, oh dear, they're working on a new game and you guys don't matter anymore. That's a Funcom's biggest mistake, I think. June, we're making a June game. Did you know we're doing a June game? Anyway, and like all the love and attention that the last game had just flies out the window. Whereas, you know, we've seen that happen to us. We've seen it happen however many times. So we're like, yeah, same old. Whereas the latest guys, you know, they're like, wait, what? We were the apple of your eye, and now you're working on some new game. And, you know, we're here playing Anarchy Online going, first time here. You know, like almost laughing at them. They just released Aloft last week. Is it an MMO? I don't think it's an MMO, is it? Yeah, they're going to be working in different categories, so yeah, there's a bit of that as well. So if you're playing a Funcom MMO, just to caveat what I said, yeah, every MMO they've ever made, when they start a new MMO, that MMO goes, you just, yeah, it's just multiplayer. What, like, is it like a looter shooter? What is it? Aloft, I've no idea. Aloft on Steam, and they just released it today. It's a feel-good, cozy survival game where you can transform any island into a flying ship and explore the... Okay. Is that it? Is that the one? Cozy game. Oh, cartoon characters. Yeah. Nope. If you're going to put cartoons as avatars, I don't want to play it. Doesn't work for me. I remember Age of Conan advertised on the billboards of AO. You and me both. I wish they'd kept that, actually. It was quite interesting to have, you know, information being streamed into the game itself from outside sources, yeah. No, I didn't like WoW for that reason as well. Well, I didn't like WoW for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons I didn't like it was, well, why are all my characters cartoons? So anyway, I'm getting another beer. Funcom was bought out, but you mean Tencent bought a 51% share, is what you mean. But they're what you call a sleeping partner. So they're an investment company. And the way that works is no one in Tencent makes games. No one in Tencent gives a flying fluff what games are, as long as they're profitable. That's what they care about. They're an investment company, okay? So they go, what game are you making? And they do a big presentation and they sit there and go, can we just skip forward to forecasts and just see if we think it's any good? That's it. That's all they do. They've got no anything else about them, you know? You got to remember, most of their profits and money come from gambling games for mobile phones. They don't give a shit. They don't give... You know, the creative direction of a game is nothing to them whatsoever. They couldn't give a fluff. Not a fluff given. The only thing they care about is they own a crap ton. They have a controlling share in a crap ton of, well, loosely you can call, well, gaming as in gambling. Not gaming as in video game. Gaming as in Candy Crush. It's a gambling game. People pay hand over fist for bonuses in it. Angry Birds, it's another one. There's a bazillion of them. None of them interest me in the slightest. Maybe Angry Birds a little bit. I mean, you got to remember, guys, from a monetary point of view, mobile games are massively more popular than any PC or console game. Whether we like it or not, that's how it is. They turn over vastly higher sums of money than PC games do. Yeah, everyone's got a phone, so you build for the most popular platform. What's the most popular platform? A phone. So that's what that's how it works. Right, so we want to go back to Farming Spec 2. I want to hand both of those in and then look at some other nanos. It's funny how, well, it's priorities, isn't it? PC gaming's too expensive. If that's the only thing you play games on, no, it isn't. If you play games on your phone and your whole life is on your phone, then $1,400. But you see, people don't just go out and buy one. They don't buy one. They buy a contract, and the contract is a hire purchase. That's how phone contracts are now. So you own the phone after 3 years, but you don't care that you own the phone because you're going to be looking for the next phone. So you part X the phone in, it goes out on a cheaper deal for the next person. You then get your new phone on a new hire purchase deal. That's how it works. Yeah, leasing. Well, you can do a lease hire. So it's a business model whereby you're paying over the odds, like more than the value of the item, but you get to own it right away by paying more for it over a fixed period. It's all a numbers game, yeah. I mean, the only people that don't own mobile phones these days are like your grandparents, you know? Yeah, so people will buy an apartment so they can lease it out. And the lease is so expensive it pays the mortgage and a small profit. Or a large profit. And there's way too much of that, and corporations have gone, we should do that. Which is why you should never allow corporations to buy housing property, because this is exactly what they'll do. Because you end up with a situation where nobody owns everything. The only people that own anything are corporations. Everybody else lives in servitude under them. Now, I know it sounds like, oh, you commie. Well, yes and no, but you can't get planning permission because the area that you want to move to, all the property is owned, and you can't get planning permission because they've got controlling interests in the planning permission thing. So yeah, it is. It's it's consolidation. It's late stage capitalism, and it always leads to a crash. Because eventually everyone turns around and goes, hey, you know what, this sucks ass. I don't want to do this anymore. And suddenly it's all valueless. No one wants to live there, you know. Yeah, the housing crisis isn't immigrants, it's corporations buying land and buying property that people live in and then charging more and more. Because the problem with corporations is every year the shareholders want to see a profit, and they want a bigger profit than the previous year. There's only so much money in the world, and some people think money's infinite. Well, it's not, because all currencies are based on something: oil, gold, whatever. And there comes a point where you've exhausted that. But they don't live in that world. They live in the world of, well, that's okay, we'll just buy the next company and then we'll charge even more for it. But we'll refuse to make it, you know, more affordable for the people whose wages we pay because we own everything. And you just end up with an indentured slave race. You're working for the massa. I'm working for the massa, and the massa owns the house I live in. The massa feeds me because he owns all the food companies. And yet people will bloody defend these mother fathers to the hill because they bought into it. Don't you talk bad about the massa? You be a good slave now. Pay your money for something you don't own. Paid for wages from the massa that ain't worth shit. Yeah. You're just getting owned back and forward. You really are. Well, it's history repeating itself. Doesn't end well for the aristocrats, though, I have to tell you. In fact, it doesn't end well for anyone, but that's it. That's the problem with capitalism. If it's unbound, unlegislated, in the end, the successful politicians are the ones that are bought and paid for by the corporations. And if they own the politicians, they own you and the laws and everything else in that country, and you've got no control over anything. You know, you're just part of their service industry. Elon, but yeah, why does that monkey need 3 billion bananas more than it can eat? It's all arse about face. And people go, well, where are the aliens? Even as a wide berth, we're still in a barbaric state. They're looking at us going, yeah, these guys aren't ready for the rest of the species in this universe and the way they operate. Jesus Christ, look how they're treating each other. You know, people go, well, where are the aliens? Avoiding us, that's where they are. They're like, well, they're a savage child race and they need to develop. We can't interfere, you know. It's all right there, guys. Oh, Star Trek's woke now. It's not woke now, it was woke when it bloody started. As far as woke means. And woke's been used as a derogatory term by sociopaths to deride any notion of empathy. Not quite sure why, but it has. But there you go. That's life, isn't it? Heal! Oh no! Heal is not good. And this is greater healing touch. I'm still dying. It is no good. I am weak sauce on this character. Because I have to keep my ag bar too high. Alright, we're going full death. Screw you guys. Well, yeah, I don't accept that. I mean, why accept the status quo? Do something different. Refuse to. Don't partake. Don't participate. There was a movement in the 60s and the 70s that challenged all of it. Because they could see it then. But, you know, once corporations get involved and all their money and everything else, they start going, well, we'll fund the new school, but you have to burn these books because they teach them how to be critical thinkers and realise what we're doing, said the pigs at the table. Jumped into a bad conversation. I guess I'll see you all next time. No, it's an adult conversation about the reality of the world. If that's bad for you, okay. But you know, you're gonna figure it out for yourself eventually. Still no Doja. Yeah, but that's how the world works. It's, you know. I mean, I get it. You know, sometimes people are well aware of all the things I'm talking about and come here to just escape it and chill out and play AO. And, you know, maybe I should stay off these topics because, you know, there's no escape then, is there? It's not like I'm not self-aware, so, but, you know, when someone asks me a question, you know, I'll do my best to answer it in an adult way, I guess. I don't know, maybe I should just shut up about this stuff, but, you know, the more people that think about it, the more chance we have of changing something. Yeah, the story of AO is, you know, and the story of Dune again. I mean, who are the corporations in Dune? See what you think. Let's see if people have the same opinion about it. Because when Dune releases, you bet your ass I'm going to be playing it. Because it's Dune, man. It's Frank Herbert. Jesus. One of the most amazing writers of our lifetimes. And to be fair, Anarchy Online does borrow a lot of James Herbert's ideas, and I don't mind that because, you know, they retell it their own way, but yeah, it's definitely there. I see plans within plans and all the rest of it. It's one of those books you can't. Oh, I think Villeneuve did an amazing job of realising the first book on the cinema screen to give you an idea of scope and depth and everything else. But when you read the book, you realise how much he had to leave out. So early 2025 is already here and will soon be gone. If it's delayed, they should just say so. It might be, it might not be, who knows. We'll probably get a mess of a release, and that's okay. Because we've all come to accept that now, haven't we? Do you remember when you used to get a demo of a game and decide whether or not you wanted to play it? You know, you buy PC Gamer and have like 5 game demos and a bunch of bullshit on it. And you would like try early access now. Yeah, now you have to pay for the privilege of what used to be a free DVD on the front of a magazine. How did that happen? See, this is how it happens. It's the frog in the pan of water. And unfortunately, my friend, you and I are the frog. Yeah, it's incredibly difficult to adapt an entire book because books, you know, they can have one sentence that could cost $30 million to shoot. You know what I mean? Like, one line in the book could cost $30 million just to shoot it on film. Because then the director has to realise what they saw in their mind's eye when they read that line. And sometimes it does cost that much money to make that happen with a Hollywood movie. Yeah, it was like Stalker. Everyone went, oh, it's so buggy, let's all hate on it. And I went, no, I'm not going to hate on it. These guys are being attacked by Russia and trying to make this game. You know, I bet you there's a million game devs that can't function unless they've had like their 3 lattes in the morning or something. And these guys are like working under those conditions and still produce an incredibly great game. And then it's not perfect on release, and within a week they fixed 99% of all the bugs, and then another patch and another patch and another patch. And now it's like some polished bloody gem of a game. You know, it's bonkers how well those guys have done. I just cannot thank them enough. Because I've played the Stalker through... Oh, well, let's find out. Where's GOG here? How much time have I spent in that game? Let's have a look. Right, okay, Stalker 2. 192 hours. Don't forget we had a 2-year shutdown. Charlie Richter, can you see the chat? Yes, I can, Charlie Richter. Did you have a good time? So in Stalker 2, I have played I think pretty much every possible ending. Cyberpunk is way higher. But most of the time I was on a weaker system, so I never had GOG running in the background. I'd check for an update. If there wasn't one, I just ran straight from the executable. That's the beauty of GOG. Well, here's the thing. YouTube is bigger than Netflix. Did you know that? Did you know people spend more hours on YouTube per capita than they do on Netflix? Did you know that? It's more accessible. Yeah, it is. And it's about connection. So you can log into your favorite creator, watch their 1-hour vid or their 20-minute vid or their 5-minute video and feel like, yeah, I checked in with my guy, etc. Whereas when you go on Netflix, you're waiting for the TV show to release a new season or another movie to be on it. And there's no connection between you and, you know, I love Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan Reynolds is amazing. I have no connection with the man. I've never met him, never felt like there was a connection to him. I've never had an interaction with him. I still think he's great. I mean, he made the, the Deadpool movies and all the rest of it. I think he's ace. I even liked him in Green Lantern. And a lot of people didn't, but I did. And I think that's part of it as well. So you're on your lunch break, you're like, I want to just zone out for a minute. You're going to watch something on YouTube. You're not going to watch half an episode on some, Netflix. Yeah, people spend more time watching YouTube than Netflix by a country mile. It's like 6 times as much or something crazy. I was told I have to do a TV license to watch YouTube. Bullshit. Yeah, the TV licensing thing, we've got sector vans and all that, they were always bullshit. Do you know that? I worked in TV repair in the 80s, and they were bullshit then, and they're bullshit now. What they do is check an address, and if the address doesn't have a license, they'll come knock on the door. That's it. That's all they got. They have no authority to come in and look. They have no authority to demand you prove that you're not watching TV. They have no authority to do so. They rely on ignorance. Yeah, see, in the UK, there's a TV station, a government TV station called the BBC. And, for the largest part, it's a pretty good organisation. But it's run like British councils are run, where it's a feudal system where everyone's applying for funding. So one party in that plethora of smaller companies has no idea what the other companies are doing. Yeah, it's called the British Broadcasting Corporation. So it's like a corporation that's owned but doesn't have shareholders, except apparently the British public are the shareholders, but have no say over the content. We just have to lap up what they serve us. And the contention was, you have to pay us a license fee for a device that can receive TV signals. That's how it started. But in the modern era, you can have no TV aerial on your house whatsoever and still watch iPlayer, which was their somewhat mediocre journey into streaming. But yeah, they can't do shit. They really can't. Never let them in. Never acknowledge anything they're saying and just say, can you please leave my property? On what authority have you requested entry to my property? And they haven't got an answer. Because the guys that come knocking at the door are paid skivvies. Okay, they don't give a shit. They're not in it for the cause. They're in it because if they can get you to pay for one, maybe they get a commission. That's it. That's why they're there. They invented iPlayer before the other streaming services. I don't think so, my friend. But I will check for you. iPlayer launch. Well, that's Wikipedia. iPlayer to launch July 27th, 2007. So there you go. That's from the BBC's own website. So let's do... Oh, well, actually, let's do Netflix. How the hell do you spell Netflix? I don't care. Netflix launch 1997. Although that was disc, wasn't it? So, okay, Netflix streaming launch 2007. Maybe. I can remember watching shit on, like, a real player or something at one point. I remember YouTube before 2007. I mean, they got in there pretty early, but the early versions of iPlayer were catastrophic. They were radio programs and some BBC programs in 240p. Yes. How about those in the Yuls? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Netflix started out, didn't it? It was like rental. It was a, you know, it was what was the old video store called? Blockbusters. Yeah, it was like Blockbusters, but via post or something. That's how they started out. Postal Blockbuster. Yeah, I still got a Blockbuster card somewhere. I used to rent stuff from Blockbuster and rip it and then keep it. I can remember doing that. Getting an early DVD burner and crying a lot because it wouldn't work and using all this different software to make it work, and oh, it was nuts. Apparently Netflix, yeah, so yeah, Blockbuster just missed the gate, didn't they? It was a shame. I used to love their stores as well. There's one in Oregon if you ever find yourself there. Well, I might, just for the nostalgia, yeah. That could be cool to actually do. I don't know. I guess some places are having their pics snapped by automated cameras to find them from compliance. Wait, what? I don't know what that's about. It was like Kodak laughing at the first digital cameras. Yeah, that was a mistake. Wasn't it Canon went, oh, actually, we think there's potential here with their 1 megabyte per picture thing. But they could see there was a potential to it, yeah. I do remember Blockbusters. I remember going to the video store to get a video, and you watched the video, you watched the ads for the other movies, you know, and whatever you did, yeah. And it was, I quite enjoyed it because you walk around the video store and go, oh, what's this? And you'd read the back of the, you know, the cassette box and go, well, this is quite interesting, you know. Maybe I will watch this, you know. And I remember pirate videos at the time. I can remember I saw E.T. on Betamax, right? I'm not even joking. Betamax copy of E.T. And right in the last 20 minutes of the movie, someone recorded 3 minutes of CFAX, which is a thing I'll have to explain to millennials. It was the text information service in the UK via your TV, and they accidentally recorded 2 minutes of that in the last 20-minute segment of that movie. I did go and see it in the theatre after the fact, and it was so much better. Of course it was so much better. I mean, in North Wales, I probably saw a 16mm version of it, but it was still like a bazillion times better. Betamax was awesome, man. You know, it was so good. The reason Betamax failed is the same reason Blu-ray won versus HD DVD was the console market. Betamax failed because you went to the video store and said, oh, I want to watch the new whatever movie. Have you got it on Betamax? And they were like, no, we've got it on VHS, but we don't have it on Betamax. Sorry. And you just felt like a second-class citizen if you had Betamax by year dot. You were like, oh, well, I've got it on Betamax. We've got a Betamax machine. Yeah, and it was, yeah. I heard it was pornos. You know what? Maybe so. But no, when you went to a video store, whether you were renting pornos or whatever, there was just like no movies on Betamax, and they were all on VHS. So people went, let's go VHS because we can get more movies with VHS. And that's like literally what happened. The video format and the image quality wasn't as good, but when you went to the video store, you could get any movie you want. Have you still got Jaws on VHS? Yes, we do. Oh, thank you. Have you got it on Betamax? No, sorry. And you did. You felt like some, I don't know, like second-class citizen because you didn't have VHS. And it kind of forced you into VHS just so you could use the rental market to its fullest potential. You know, it's kind of crazy, really. But in terms of like how good was the video quality on those old CRT 420 line, 320 line TVs or whatever, it actually wasn't as good, but you know, only as good as your options. Exactly. Yeah. So if you want to rent something, you're like, oh, get VHS. Fucking, you get anything on VHS. That's the truth. So when did E.T. come out? It was like 1983, 84, 82, somewhere, something. I don't know. I'm getting a beer. He's still got... Have you got Jurassic Park on VHS? Yeah. The internet... Yeah. Charles Richter. The internet is for downloading porn. There's a video for that. There is. The internet is for... Top answer by Google. The internet is for porn. Avenue Q original Broadway cast. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, the first 7 answers on Google prove you are correct. Oh my God, that's nuts. But it's true. To by and large, people's desire for it probably paid for it. You know. That's so good, though. That's so funny. Oh, come... One of you drop a goddamn Doja. Yeah, the original Jurassic Park was amazing. It really was. And it was a strange time for Industrial Light and Magic, which and the Pixar machine they'd created, which eventually became its own company and movie maker. But yeah, there's dozens of video essays on what happened at the time, and some of them are very good. You know, they're talking to the people involved at that time, so that people making practical effects and stuff were kind of pushed into the background because they realized they were going to go with stop motion for Jurassic Park. That was how they were going to do it, until they realized, actually, you know, computer animation has reached the point where with an artist designing it, it could work. We can do it with computers. And that's how, I mean, they still did have practical models for certain close-ups and other shots. There's a massive, brilliant video documentary about it. I think it's like a re-uploaded DVD extra. But I remember the old DVDs. Do you remember the menus in, like, Shrek on DVD? They're gone now, because it's all streaming service. You don't get them. Do you remember? You were picking scene selections, such and such a menu, other things, something other, audio, and you got Donkey going, pick me, pick me. You know what I mean? Do you remember those? Do you remember those on DVDs? You would have the menu selection screen that had its own animation and sort of life, really. They were amazing. They were so good. And they're just gone now. You know, pick movie, skip all relative data, start movie. Yeah, DVDs and with Blu-rays you get the second disc with the making of. Yeah. Bandersnatch, yeah, I've played it a few times. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, that, as a game. That was make your own adventure gone nuts, that was. But it was good. It is good, yeah. Bandersnatch, if you've never tried, it's on Netflix. And you make choices as you watch it, and they affect the actual outcome of the story, like, a lot. It's quite something. It's like a make your own adventure book. But in video format, but it really works, you know. Did you get the good ending? I don't know. This is the ending I got. Oh, that's the worst ending. No, you've got to go back. And there's this massive discussion about what decisions you have to make to get the good ending. Oh, it's nuts. But those interactive DVD menus, oh, I miss them. I used to really enjoy them. Nimble 3, Alacrity 2. Let's go for some of that. I can't believe how long this Doja is taking. Yeah, I loved Betamax. You could actually take the spools out of a Betamax and they would play in a VHS machine, but you wouldn't get a picture, but you could hear the audio. Because the way it sampled data was different, so the head couldn't read it and stuff, but anyway. Dun, dun, dun! We got a Doja, finally. I love that you know that. Oh, yeah, I mean, I might be an old fart. It doesn't mean I keep up with the kids. You know. A bit. Oh, you know what? We don't need to do any of this running back shit. Let's just hit the garden. Yeah, I'm Gen X, so we invented all this shit, you know? That's my generation. We invented all this crap we're stuck with now, you know? Because we thought it was going to be a better world and all that, and then the internet turned into Pandora's box. Oh my God, did it ever. You know? But I remember pre-internet. I remember there were no screens to look at. There was a little TV in the corner, and you switched it on to watch a program, and then you switched it off, and you did other things. And I tell you what, it was a better time to be alive than it is now, even, you know, modern medicine considered and everything else. I think your general quality of day-to-day life was slightly better. If you wanted to speak to a friend without going to their house, you dialed their house's number. And then you went and knocked and said, are you there? Okay, I'm coming over. And you went there one way or the other. And then you spoke face to face with each other and then went off and did things. In the real world. You know, very different existence to what we have now, and I've seen it come in and I've been a part of it coming in, and I don't know if it's all win-win, you know. Could I do without the internet? Well, I managed for what, 30 years before it was a thing. 1999, I knew what the internet was and I'd used it a lot. But if I mentioned it to anyone my age even at the time, or anyone older than me, they were like, the what? Well, what is it? And you would be like struggling to explain it. Well, you can search any question in the universe and it will give you an answer. It doesn't mean it's going to be the right answer. If you want to do that, go to a in library. Okay, so we've done the Doja. Freelancers Inc. is at 1 normal daily mission. So, yeah, the other one doesn't do it. Which leaves us with a bit of rec, I think. IRC. Yeah, I remember those days. Yeah. FTTP for downloads. I remember those days. I remember downloading Windows XP that way. And burning a disk and trying it out. Yeah. Yeah, because the internet in 1995, when, you know, Windows 95 came out, it wasn't this weird or unusual thing that it is now, but it's come to dominate so much of modern life. It's kind of creepy. It really is. You know, the amount of information we ingest comes from such unreliable sources. And it didn't used to be so. That's a crazy setup of buff bots. Indeed it is. And I love them. And I love that they exist. Napster, yeah, I remember that. Streaming brought a virtual end to the music industry as we know it. It didn't stop people making music, but the way people encountered music changed drastically. So, you know, when you stream music, the artist makes diddly squat out of it. You've got to get like 1 million plays to make $100 on Spotify and play, and you know, and other such services. You know, if you want to support an artist, go out and buy the CD. At least they make some money that way. That's why Metallica took Napster to court. Because from their point of view, and I accept their point of view, being a musical person, yeah, they were getting robbed blind by these guys. When you had to go to a music store and buy either tape or vinyl or CD, they actually made money. But the rest, streaming services do not provide artists with any remuneration whatsoever. I mean, it's laughable how much they make. It's so bad. Honestly, you might as well spit in their face. It came to light, strangely enough, in a bigger framework when, you know, you've got fantastic artists and producers like Niels Lofgren, you know, Sheet LaFreak and Halo theme track and all the amazing music he's created, realized that the only money he was making anymore was actually from merchandise at shows, because the nature of how people consume music had changed. You used to have to go out and actually own. But the thing was, when you bought the record, you did own it. You could play it back any time you wanted. You know what I mean? Now you don't. You pay a rental fee to a company that leeches off artists and pays them nothing. I mean, seriously, they pay them absolutely nothing. There's a breakdown of how much an artist makes from you listening to them on Spotify, and it's like 0.0001 cent per stream. It's disgusting. They wrote and created, recorded, and everything else, that song. And the only people that make any money out of it are the distributors, i.e. Spotify, Apple Play, iTunes. Actually, no, iTunes isn't too bad because you can buy songs on iTunes. And when you buy a song on iTunes, it's the same as buying the single in the store. I don't understand why people let them, because they have no clue. They're musicians. They've got no clue about any of this shit. Oh, there's a new thing. Don't worry about it. I'm your manager. I'll take care of it. You just sign here. There you go. Keep making the music. And then the public have no idea because they're like, hey, you got a new song. So they've got no idea that that's the case. But after the lockdowns, when big musicians couldn't go out and tour, they suddenly went, where the hell is all my money? You know, so... The music industry is almost entirely people riding coattails. the biggest winners in that industry are the companies. If you read like even a modern recording contract, you know, people go, oh, my band got signed, you know, it's awesome. It's like, no, it's not, because that band is getting massively ripped off. The publishers and everything else get vastly more money than they do. They are utterly getting ripped off. It's disgusting. You know, fat bastard behind a desk with a cigar is earning 10, 100, 1,000 times more than the person that actually wrote the song in the first place. Why sign? Because you grow up in a culture where if you're signed, you get an advance. You're a starving musician. Your apartment has no carpet. You live on a mattress, between a mattress and a cooker, and that's your life, right? And then a guy comes along and says, oh, if you sign here, we'll give you a 40 grand advance, and suddenly you're rich. Or you think you're rich. I mean, 40 grand's fuck all. You think you're rich, you know, you can buy stuff for your apartment, you can take your girl out, you can do all these things. So you sign, but then they own you. They absolutely own you and everything you do in all perpetuity. And you don't realise it's happened. They rely on ignorance, because I think more and more now modern musicians are rejecting that whole thing, and that's good. You know, they own you, they own your music, and they own any music you write for the next 10 years for that forward of money. And then when you record that song, you do it in their studios and they charge you. So you go to the studio with your 40 grand, you spend 20 of it recording it in their goddamn studio, so they make money on that back, but you still owe them that 20 grand it costs to record it in that studio. Honest to God, it's disgusting how it works, but that's how it works. I've been signed, I've got an advance, but you know, to most musicians, that's the dream. That is the dream. But then they own you. They own everything you ever make. Why do you think Prince, everyone said, oh, he's gone all weird? He hasn't. He was protesting his contract. And even with, I mean, his personal wealth was pretty substantial by the time this happened. His lawyer said, we can't get you out of that contract. And that's why he changed his name to Symbol, and because they were saying, we want you to release this, and he said, I wrote that 7 years ago, that's not me anymore. And they were like, we don't give a shit, we own you, so that's what we're releasing. And he hated it. He was like, no, I'm doing this stuff now, I'm the creative artist, why can't you listen to me? If you want it to sell, release the thing I'm doing now because it's current. And they were like, we own you, we decide. Yeah, slave written on his face, because he was. He was treated as a slave because, unfortunately, as a very young, naive man, he signed the contract. It's a deal with the devil, I'm telling you. That's how the music industry works. It is a deal with the devil, and I've been there. I'm telling you, I've been there. And that's exactly how it is. I need to chain heal or I'm gonna die. Yeah, I mean, even by the mid-90s, most bands were starting to become aware of what... but this is it. You know, you see a movie now, right? And it goes, oh, the movie cost however many millions to make. More than half of that is the marketing for that movie. And the creator has to pay for it. I mean, most successful artists now, do you know what they do? They buy themselves out of the contract they signed when they were kids. That's what they do. They buy themselves out of the contract. And then they own the music they make. It's just so ridiculous. Honestly, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But that's how it is, guys. That's how it is. I need more heals. I'm bringing an MP. I am bringing a heal pet to the wreck. Hulk heal is the new thing. The venue takes a cut. Yep, that's another shitter in your face, you know. Well, you're selling stuff on our property, we want money for it. Not that no one would be coming through the goddamn door if we went here. No, they're still trying to call the shots. It's disgusting. But that's how it is. I hate it. And people go, why don't you do music anymore? Duh. Because it's a horrible, horrible industry. Yeah. If you want to support an artist, turn up at their show. You want to support an artist, buy a t-shirt. You want to support an artist, listen to their podcasts, whatever. But never use Spotify. Don't use Apple Play or any of the other streaming services because they just rip the artist off. $500 for shit seats. Well, this is it, right? I think there's an actual diagram for how much artists, oh my god, how much artists earn per stream. This is not, never mind the, yeah, you can see all the noughts after the decimal point. And that's the AI answer, which is in the bazillionaires. You can earn 3,000 to 5,000 in royalties for 1 million streams. If you sold 1 million records back in the day, you earned a shit ton more. They're big bands, they're big artists. That's Cher, that's Madonna, that's those guys. Those are those figures. If you're Joe Nobody with maybe 1 million fans, you're nowhere near those numbers. Back in the day. I hate to break this to you, but 3,000 to 5,000 is what most people earn in a fucking month, mate. Working a regular job. It's nothing, really, compared to what they should be paid, given the amount of money that the corporation that owns them makes. From those 1 million sales, I'll bet you the corporation makes 100 grand. It is so horribly stacked in the corporation's favour. And they're add-ins. They're not the contracts that were signed originally back in the day. They are just signed into it. Oh, this isn't good. No. Go back to... I don't need either of you, so I'm going to attack you. And I'm going to attack your friend. Right, okay. Maybe we can get our health back up. Right, there we go. Yeah, the band make more from a t-shirt than they make from your entrance fee. That's how it is. I hate it. I absolutely hate it, but that's how it is. Yeah, but you know, if someone bought 1 million 7-inch discs, like 7-inch vinyl records of you, you know, you're rich. You've just made 100 grand. You do it on Spotify, you get 1 million people listen to it. You get maybe $100. The corporation get the big numbers. Why is it for 500 for crappy seats? Because they're being resold. They never started out at that kind of price. But then the ticket touts buy them and sell them. Yeah, the artist doesn't decide the ticket price at the door or how much a seat costs. The venue and the organisers, and therefore the corporation that owns them, decides the price. And they will push it as far as they can. Ticketmaster. Yeah, Ticketmaster is a scalping system. Never use it. Make it die. Because they go, their automated system goes in, buys all the tickets. So it's, you know, there's an upfront cost, but they buy all the tickets and then resell them to you at a massively inflated price in order to make money. That's how those systems work. Yeah, dynamic prices just means, we can get away with this now. And they seriously will charge the absolute maximum they can get away with. There's no anything other than profiteering in it. There just isn't. You can't afford, yeah. You can't afford because these leechers get in there first. That's how it works. They push it as far as the market allows. As soon as the tickets stop selling, they drop $1. And if they're not selling, they drop another $1. But as soon as they start selling again, they stop dropping. Oh, it's just so disgusting how it works. I can't even tell you how heartbreaking it is. Yeah, I mean, the few dollars you spend on T-shirts at a show is worth more than the ticket price ever was to the band, especially these days. Yeah, you know, at this point, corporations are looking at AI as an alternative to people who create anything. That's how heartless, callous, and downright evil they are. They're looking at, well, can't we bypass these creator dudes? Why do we have to pay them? We could make more money if we never paid them. And that's why they're all in favor of AI. Oh, AI can make this, and we don't need an artist to do it. Is it good or bad? We don't give a shit. We wouldn't know good from bad if it got up and slapped us in the dick. You know, that's who they are. I mean, that's where we're at. I mean, these people give such a small amount of shit about the creator. The creator's an inconvenience to their money-making system. It's an inconvenience to them. Oh, God, we have to pay the person that makes the thing that everyone wants to see or buy. Well, that's a huge inconvenience. I swear to God, that's how they see it. There's been instances where the band has used their free, inverted commas, expenses to literally buy all the merchandise at a venue just so they can make some money. Because if they use it at a venue to buy just t-shirts. Okay, I'm going to do Evo Assassins on this guy. Oh my fucking God, how many? I hate Evo Assassins. They are like the spawn of Satan's balls. They really are. Right, Evo Assassin. Hi there. That's all I'm going to kill. Yeah, so they can use the written into their contract expenses and only spend it on merchandise and make more money at the gig than they would anyway. I mean, it's just bonkers how broken the system is. That's why copyright's so broken now. 4 seconds of someone's song and you owe the whole 4-hour video's revenue to your 4 seconds. Ain't the artist doing that. Not at all. Yeah, and the venue wants a cut because you're selling stuff on their property, so they want a cut as well, yep. It's just bonkers these days. It's just so bonkers. Jim Florentine. He's the guitar player from Chili Peppers, isn't it? If I've remembered his name correctly. Comedian that did that mental show. I don't know. Maybe it didn't travel. Jim Florentine. Yeah,
No idea who that is. I'm sure they're brilliant, but I've no idea who they are. They haven't made it onto UK screens, you know, that's all I can say. Which is unsurprising. There we go. I dropped nothing but monster parts. Right, we're going to beacon out of there. And on this guy, we're going to do the same. Well, I'm sure he's been on the small club market then and knows that, you know, the ticket price is a rip-off, but he's got no control over it, especially if he's signed to an agency or something. I don't know. Is what it is. Yeah, so yeah, don't use Spotify, don't use any streaming services for music, because they just rip off the artist. They, honest to God, I mean, like, oh, it's so bad how much they rip them off. Oh, you listen to the person's music whom we're in a contract with, their management, music. Therefore, we'll take $1 off you and we'll give them less than 1 cent. It's just not right. It's wrong. We shouldn't accept it. We should say, well, you know what? Fucking no, dude. No, that's bullshit. How the hell are they going to make more music if you're giving them 0.0000001 of a cent and taking a whole dollar for yourself and giving 30 cents to the company that own them? It's just such bollocks. It's awful. The person that's doing the work gets the least. The people that manage them gets a third, and the platform gets the fucking lion's share. It's wrong. It's just wrong, guys. It's just wrong. Anyone with an ounce of empathy or humanity can see it's just like, that's not the way that should be. I mean, the venue, yeah, they've got outgoing costs or whatever, but not like their venue would exist if there were no artist. If everyone that's creative went, you know what, fuck you, we're not writing anything. The record companies go, well, fuck you, we're just going to use AI. And then no one would listen to anything. We'd end up with, like, Demolition Man music. You know, on the radio in Demolition Man, it's all jingles. Yeah, you'd end up with that. You know what? And I bet 50% of the population would be happy with it. Because they don't know any different. There'll be no more John Lennons, there'll be no more fucking anything. It's just, yeah, it grinds my bloody gears, it does. And it should, because it's wrong. Right, who else is streaming Anarchy Online on the Twitch? Let's have a look. Me and Rubicon live feed. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, there are venues that give a shit and realise that without the artist, they don't have anything. The industry has nothing, but the majority of public will just, you know, they'll just go along with it. Right, we got Raid Lost because screw you guys, I like Lost. I think she's really funny. And all the rest of it. So we go raid them. Join in now to say hi to Successfully Lost. She's been playing Vampire Masquerade. Yeah, that's a nuts game. But you know what? It's a really good MMO. It's a really good RPG. Despite what you think it is, it's actually very good. And she's lovely. I mean, she is. You know, if I were younger, yeah, you know, I'd be interested. I'm not, and I'm married, and that's the end of it. So anyway, we're going to go raid them. So give them a big hearty welcome. Say hi. Very good person, I think. Until the next one, which I think is Wednesday. I love you all. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. And I will see you all in the next one. Okay, folks? Bye for now.
Now, what flavor? Blah.
Go
It's
for the
disgusting.
eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes. Run!